Okay, guys, now for Pisces. So I do apologize, Pisces. When I started your reading, I got about almost a minute in, and then I had a phone call, a very important phone call that I couldn't deter from. So your spread's already laid out. I had started it, but now I'm just going to start fresh from the same message, okay? So just to show you what we have 4 of spring, we had 8 of winter, and we had Queen of Winter. So this tells me in the first half of September, Pisces, is that you are struggling with self-confidence, self-worth, your value. And although it's unlike you, it's not uncommon. What this is saying is you want something. And I feel like this is having to do with relationship wise and career sense. But something feels a lack of, like you feel like you're not going to get what you want. And what this is telling you is you literally have what it takes. You have things handed out on a platter for you right now to take off, and you're not doing anything with it, and you're getting stuck. And it's because you don't believe in yourself. And I have to ask, where is this coming from? It's almost like you feel powerless. And you're not. It's like you see the land around you, and you feel like you're standing on the land on this, and it's ice, and a piece of ice broke off, and you drifted into the middle of the lake, and now you feel like you're stuck in the middle. And yes, there are challenges. You might have to, use your hands to paddle back to shore. You may have to dive in the water and get really cold and uncomfortable to get back to land. But you're just sitting there on this broken off iceberg of the rest of the land in the middle of the water, thinking you're powerless. And so it's making you, maybe you've been knocked down a few notches here lately. And so that's really decreased your self-confidence level. And it's keeping you from getting what you truly want. It's like a battle of the mind. It's also stating, with this Queen of Winter, you are a strong person. You have tons of experience. You have become patient. I don't feel like you were patient in the past, but you are self-sufficient. You have a good sense of humor. You are all around well-balanced human being that is fully capable and to get out of your own way. It's asking you to be grateful for what you do have, and maybe you won't be manifesting so much lack. And maybe you will have a win if you stop getting so in your feelings. And sometimes you just have to detach from these feelings, from these overwhelming, surmounted odds, and just get to work. It is saying that in the month of September, you are going to have much to celebrate. With the 4 of spring, which is the 4 of wands, speaks of passion. In the cards, it sees you dancing with someone. You could even be meeting someone or a relationship that comes back together, or could be means someone new. However, 4 speak of balance. They speak of 4 corners, 4 bedposts, something that makes something even, makes a foundation even. And on the surface level, you have maybe been protruding to people, putting on a false mask that you are okay, you're happy, you're good, you're going to make it, but you haven't been. Deep within yourself, you are not happy, you are not content. But it's saying so much good is coming to you. You must be grateful for what you have in the moment. If you have a roof over your head, be grateful. If you're safe and sound, and air conditioning, just all these little things, be grateful for them. Thank God for them. It speaks that you will have these deep feelings coming into you in the month of September of happiness, true peace and happiness within. And you're going to have a very contented personal life, meaning you are finally going to feel at peace with your personal life. You're going to feel content and overall happiness. This is a time of celebration, and it also says you're going to have many things to celebrate, not just one, many, not just two, many. There's many things coming for you. So stop, self-doubting. Stop doubting your own abilities. It's also asking you to, like I said, to detach from, sorry. I keep getting so dry mouth, but I've been talking for a few hours on reading, so. Speaking of the detachment, it's asking you, the reason why you may be wallowing in the self-doubt is because you haven't let certain things, situations, people, places, or things go. And with recurring thoughts or them in your subconscious, if you haven't really done any meditations or things to heal and release this energy, it can stay stuck. So, in a sense, if you can't release it through meditation and other normal, natural, holistic practices, then you're going to have to detach from that energy, from that relationship, from that hurt, from whatever's going on in the external energies of your world, and focus on your career. Focus, focus, focus. This does seem like, let me see. This does speak of possibly you have recently went through a divorce, or you could just be single and unmarried. And this queen looks kind of like a bitter look on her face. Kind of a neutral face, like she's not happy, not sad, just in between. And it's saying this way is not helping your energy in the slightest. So if you already had trouble coming back from something, if you're already having trouble with energy, it is not serving you at all in your career, whatever project you're working on. Your confidence level to be successful in these projects, it's not serving you to stay in this. So detach from this outcome, detach from whatever powerless situation you have going on, because you need to focus. You have been given a gift to finally live out your dreams, finally provide what you've been wanting to provide, and really living in your purpose. Having a career and your purpose align and being able to do that. And now that you have it, you're stuck. And saying now it's time. Focus on your career. Stop letting your lack of self-confidence get in the way. So I do want to see what this 4 of spring is talking about, because that can often speak of personal relationships, like a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that, take that how it resonates, or it can just be life in general, a home, security. Let's see what we got. So we have the Prince of Winter. This is a younger, more mature energy. Interesting. So this talks of someone that is highly intellectual and focused and determined, that you are needing to seek a solution to a problem with. And it's the need to act on this very quickly, swiftly, decisively. It's going to be sudden. It's going to bring change. But this is ultimately what is going to bring you happiness. So I feel like regardless of what you're thinking at this moment, you are going to make the correct decision. And you're going to be able to leave this energy behind. And then you will have no excuse, because this energy was causing some sort of anxiety within you. And it made you feel almost, I keep hearing, just knocked down a peg. Like, not humbled, but not in a good way. Because I feel like you felt so powerful in a lot of realms in your life. Like you're a survival with this Queen of Winter. You're very much skilled on the survival techniques and survival skills, because you're so self-sufficient and strong. But this one thing left you so powerless that you were like, maybe I'm not who I say I am. Maybe I don't have it within me. Then you go try to create this, you try to step up and do these things, and then you have this block and you're not performing well. So then this eats at your self-confidence, and it just domino effects. So you are being gifted with this result, someone that is coming in as a prince and providing you assistance, providing you a solution to the problem that is going to be so relieving, and a certain release will come. And it's a change, but it's a change for the good. And you are going to feel peaceful. And so it's saying, once this releases, focus on your career. Don't have any more excuses, okay? So let's get some guidance on that for Pisces. Man, my first reading on this was so much better. I was in the groove, y'all. But it is what it is. Okay, what is the guidance? Too much. I did see strength pop out. Let's see if it pops out again, because that goes with that scenario of Pisces, right? Sorry, I'm being goofy today. What is the guidance needed for Pisces in the situation for the first half of September? It did pop out again. Strength. An environmentalist. That's funny. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. That's interesting. I feel more like you get energy from your environment. You get energy from nature and animals. You could be one of those people that has just this natural ability to connect to animals. And it's saying, I believe you haven't exercised that in a while. And maybe it's a good time to do that, because you will be surprised how much it uplifts your energy. And you felt too scattered and anxious and all over the place to really indulge in that lately. And then with the strength, we have everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So I hate to say this, because some situations can be so bad that I feel like it's almost harmful to say this, what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it. It's almost like, for this bad situation, to be grateful for what the growth you've had through this experience. Be grateful that you're overcoming something that you thought was going to kill you. Be grateful for whatever you can pull out of this bad situation, and thank God for it. And this grateful action, intentional action, is going to help you heal and push away this stagnant energy of lack of self-confidence, okay? You are free to do what you choose, but that is your advice for the first half of September. You will be happy and content, though. Let's see. Next is Cancer. Let's see what we can get for the zodiac sign of Cancer in the first half of September. Here we go. What do you have for Cancer for the first half of September? Anything that comes out, what do you have? Perfect, thank you. We have the Five of Summer and the Renewal. Very interesting. Let's dive into this. Okay, Cancer. So there's a situation, Cancer, that has happened, I believe, maybe at the beginning of the summer, or yeah, more towards the beginning, maybe the first month, that has caused you to judge someone. And I mean, although they say don't judge someone, la la la, well, if somebody does actions towards you, you judge them, because that's just a normal human thing to do. So it's led you to judge someone and see them in a negative way. And now you have negative emotions towards them. Type of salty energy. It's asking you to trust that this happened for a reason, and trust that there's a reason for everything. Try and remove yourself from this negative energy, Cancer, because this is going to bring you some renewal and refreshed energy. This is going to, if you release the judgments on this person, you're going to understand this a little bit better. It's important I feel like this may be a family member. Maybe you found something out about them that you're judging them for. And it's saying to you, actually, maybe you don't know the whole story. You need to review the past as well as the present so you can understand this better. And reviewing this, you also are inclined to make some sort of plan for the future, like planning ahead. It's like you're going to plan for a new future. You're understanding something. There's going to be a new way of you looking at this situation. And it's something that I feel like scared you a little, worried you. It frightened you. It just scared you a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit more, Cancer. It's asking you to stop focusing on what's frightening you. It's doing you no good. Then we have the World. So you're coming out of this in the first half of September, after the renewal, after this fresh energy. You are going to have the freedom to go in any direction you choose. This journey that you've been going through that left you in this having trouble trusting people and fear and doubt and negative emotions, you have now completed that journey. You're done with it. And not saying you said, I'm done with it. I mean, maybe for some of you, maybe that's why I said that. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. But literally, the whole cycle is done. Now you have the freedom to go in any direction you choose. And you will have an amazing, successful new direction with the World. It's like you get to recreate yourself, reinvent yourself, and you have every option in the world available to you. You could be, this may resonate if you are 21 or if the person you're dealing with is 21. There's the fear again. This was an unfounded fear. You were thinking about the worst case scenario. So in this situation, it scared you because the worst case scenario was really bad. But you let it grow and grow until it was blown out of proportion, basically. Oh, I like it. That's why I'm seeing these two things. Okay. So right now, coming up, I feel like Monday you're going to start having, like you're narrowing it down to two decisions of what path you'll choose. Maybe where you're going to move, I feel like. But it's saying, don't take too much time to make this decision. You need to take action fast. Because the creativity peak of this energy is going to be very powerful at this moment. So use that creativity spark. You will have success with this path that you choose. And it's going to allow you more of a luxury lifestyle than what you're used to. I see a feminine energy that's very incredibly beautiful. You could be tall and slender. And I'm getting a lot of twos. Yeah, this situation is you're finding balance. You're struggling finding balance, but you're coming to that end. And you are realizing why this happened. Once you get to the place of where you're going, what you're doing, this person cannot harm you anymore. This is what I'm hearing. You're going to feel good, and I even feel like you're going to, if you have a baby or two babies, maybe one, but I'm seeing for some reason two, they're going to be safe and protected and guarded. You are a good mother, so don't let outside influences make you feel like you're not. You know the best decision to make for you and your children. So don't let anybody sway you, because there's always going to be someone, always, at least one person or more, that is going to tell you you're not doing good or you're not making the right decision, or tell you, you know how it goes. And you know it's not the truth, because you're in your life, you're in your situation, you know your children. Okay. And you don't owe anybody an explanation as well. So let's get some guidance on this. Okay, so we have, dadgummit, I did the wrong cards, I'm sorry. My apologies. I should have just got those out of the way. What is the guidance? It did say to recommend something about nutrition, a balanced diet. Possibly you felt run down, or you're getting tired, or you will be if you don't focus on a balanced food group type of thing. All right, let's get some more guidance for you. For Cancer, this was a blessing in disguise. So you see how she's kind of looks roughed up or tired or worn out, stressed, post-stress, PTSD. Just looking out like the calm after the storm, but really taking it all in. It says whatever appears to be a problem now is actually part of your answered prayer, meaning you manifested this. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. So although, and I have had to take this advice here recently, and it's honestly not something I wanted to hear. I'm like, there's no way in hell that this was a blessing in disguise. But what if it is? What if it is? I hate to say that because I know my situation. It's just like, oh, it's so hard to say, but it's like, yeah, my situation, I don't think it's a blessing at all in any shape or form. But take it how it resonates. What good situation can you think of that will come from this? Are you finally breaking free of someone forever? Sometimes it takes getting through a very painful, traumatizing time. It takes thinking that way to get us mentally through it without breaking our mind, without going crazy, without snapping, without feeling suicidal, without feeling pain. It's a survival skill. So if that's the only thing that can get you through, by all means, think it. What is the harm? You will see a bigger perspective of this when this situation resolves. And you'll be like, oh, I have a feeling that some sort of situation was going to escalate to be even worse than you already saw. That could have been very detrimental, even worse. So, although you don't see it now as a blessing in disguise, it really, truly was. Take that as how it resonates. You will be happy again. You will be safe. And that is it for you, Cancer. Hope that helps. Leave me some comments below. All right, last but not least, Scorpio. Let's go. Scorpio, what is coming for the first half of September for you, Sun of Scorpio? Last one. Here we go. For some reason, I'm getting a drone. Don't know why. Why am I like this? So, something about a drone for you, Scorpio. Interesting. What messages do you have? We have the 8 of Autumn. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles. So this may be speaking of you in September, first half, thinking about getting a certification or the need to get a certification in something. Possible apprenticeship, something that needs to be studied or researched before proceeding. But I do feel like you are going to be, it's like you're planning for your future, a nest egg, or you need to start saving something. So you're thinking about going to a short-term school or getting a faster type of certification to do something. Let's see if we can get some more. Or there's a long-term project that you are wanting, thinking about putting into action. Ooh, speaking of action, we have the Chariot. That's a good sign. So it does, the Chariot signifies with this 8 of Autumn that success is going to come from your dedication and discipline to this cause. So if you have been thinking about this, or if this resonates with you, this is your confirmation to, yes, take that certification. Yes, go to school. You will be in the spotlight for this. You will be Others will be proud of you. Like, good for you, taking initiative. Because I don't feel like this is the norm for you. I don't think many people expected this of you. And you're going to kind of get a little buzz from it. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, me. Like, cool, I did it, you know. So you are receiving some sort of certificate or, you know, being proud of your accomplishments. There may be a few people helping you along the way. A few younger, but one older person, wiser, that's done this before. Then we have the Ace of Autumn and the Prince of Summer, and I'll leave it there. Your project's going to be successful. These are just more clarifications of the same situation in different cards. This is going to bring you in money. It's going to be successful. Like, this is probably the best decision you have made. And honestly, I'm seeing at least 8 months. Like, this is really going to be good for you. Yeah, assistance from other people. You may be asking advice or need to ask advice from other people. I do see a younger energy here with you. I feel like you are going to really be dedicated to this project, almost like falling in love with this project, being committed to this project. And it's like you needed this so bad, mentally and physically. It's like you needed something to fall in love with. Your energy has been so lonely and stagnant that it's like, oh, I needed this more than it needed me. It's like you finally are having something of your own that you can obtain, that you worked for and you achieved, and now you have it forever. And you love it, and you're really working hard at it and nurturing it, and it's beautiful. It's almost like, it feels like a new life, like a new relationship. There are some emotions that may need to be grounded during this time with a small child. But overall, and it's saying, don't be dramatic. I don't know why that is, but there's someone around you or you being dramatic that maybe needs to calm down. This is going to be a very happy time for you with this new energy coming in. You are going to change your career, but it's going to be successful for you. And you're just going to be like, finally, you're taking steps toward your future. You're taking steps for, what I love about this is you're taking steps for your future. No one else's, not your family's, not your husband, not your wife, not your kids, not your, savings, not your will. It's for you. And when you start putting yourself first, beautiful things happen all around us, in our sector, in our home life, and it just trickles. So I think it's beautiful that you're finally giving to yourself. Let's get some guidance on this. Yep, time to go. This speaks of career change. The past is no longer going to benefit you in any way, shape, or form. You're leaving the old ways behind, and it's allowing you to see clearly. Clear skies with sunsets, security, and getting close with a child again. Anything else? The creative project. I knew it. There is a project that you are going to have a blast with. Let's see what it says. Your soul and then we had the change of direction. And that speaks of prayer too. It says your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity in your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. So, like I said, this is, you started out doing it for one reason, a financial reason, to get back ahead, to put back into savings, and then it turns into like your baby. And it's like all this inspiration and creativity reignites your passion for the world and for this project. And it's going to be one of the best things you've done in a long time because it's good. It's coming from your soul and you're doing something for yourself, which is ultimately loving yourself. So, Scorpio, this is your read for the first half of September, what's coming towards you. I hope this helped. I would love everybody to like and subscribe, hit the notification bells in case you want to get notified when I come on. But most importantly, I do random lives, and I'd love for you to jump on and get a free reading. Patreon, sign up for it. It's cheap and you get lots of content. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.